So you mentioned test and trace. How are my listeners, and you'll agree that it's proving challenges, we're not where you would want it to be, yet according to a report from Sky News, private sector consultants are being paid the equivalent of £1 million wages for this shambles. How do you justify that?
Well, first of all, if you look at the test and trace system, Chris Whitty, the Chief Medical Officer, has said it actually allows us to see where the virus is actually
spiking. It's not quite the question,
locally.
Minister.
I hear you.
Okay. Right.
Let me try and address it directly. Okay. So parts of the system are working really well. You look at our app, 17 million downloads to date. President Macron actually complimenting it because they've had to take down their app because they only got 1 million
well, that's. I mean, when I say that's good to hear, it's not good to hear for the people of France, but that's good to hear for the people of the United Kingdom, indeed.
Well, also for the great thing about the app is going to be able to tell you which tier you're in.
Well, I would hope so, seeing as they're all being paid £1 million £1 million a year, £7,000 a day.
Well, look, so, as I say, some parts of the system are working well. We have managed to alert 700,000 people and get them to self-isolate using the test and trace system. We will do even better in the coming weeks because we're constantly seeking to improve it, working with local health teams. I mentioned to you 95 local teams now are actually being supported to do test and trace as well. So the system is actually the right one, which is central government resource, local knowledge, working together to make this work to the best of our ability.
Well, that was a lovely trip round the bay, but we need to come back to the fact that some of these people are earning £7,000 a day, which in some instances is the price of failure. So I ask you again, Minister, how can you possibly justify that?
As I said, I haven't seen the report you're asking me about. You're saying Sky News is reporting something about £7,000 a day. I haven't seen that. I'm saying to you that NHS
it's in the papers, Minister. Have your team not briefed you on this? It's in all the newspapers.
No. You're saying, but you're giving me this sort of headline number. I haven't seen the details. What this consultancy is actually doing, why they justify their cost. I need to see the detail. It would be wrong of me to speculate on that. All I would say to you, though, is actually working with local leaders, local test and trace, as well as the centralised resource that we can put behind this, I think is the right way forward. And I say it's imperfect. You're absolutely right. But we're doing in some areas really well, like the app, 17 million downloads and getting better. People can now see which tier they're in. They can also, by the way, go online and just put their postcode in and see which tier they're in as well.
Let me ask you.